What's going on, everybody? Sharpie360 here. Today we're taking a look at my Viking Lodge that I'm building right now in Sons of the Forest. So for the last week I have been on vacation in Texas, and I brought my laptop with to do, get out of here Kelvin. I brought my laptop to do some gaming and whatnot on in the nights and whatnot when we're not spending the time on the beach. So I figured I would just see what we could do for some building. So this is what we got so far. It is my Viking Lodge that I'm kind of going for. It kind of just looks like a barn or a church at this point, but you know, blueprints. So far it's 5 by 8, and then I'm adding on this section right here, and then I'm going to double that up on the other side as well. Alright, let's go in and take a look at what we got so far. This is coming in through the back side. You take a look at it. We kind of got this big open hall area. You walk in, it's got the main fire area right here. So I'm gonna make another campfire right there, but for a total of 5. And when they're all lit, it is bright as hell in here at night. So that's gonna be super dope, like that. Got all of my supports, so I got a couple of hallways right here. I think we're gonna use for storage, some stuff. I'm kind of working out what I'm gonna use for the actual full finished blueprint, but that's gonna be a whole room, so we're gonna incorporate that. This will probably just be a hallway. Same thing for this side, another hallway with a room on this side. It's gonna be pretty sweet. We got second floor up there. We can go take a look. So what I'm doing is, with this second layer, these parallel walkways are going to be a thing on the second level here, and then on the third level it's going to be perpendicular. So you can see up there, we'll go take a look. So I got a couple different ways right now. I got a ladder rope thing if it wants to work. This is a quick way of getting up. We got one that goes right here up to this area, and so this will be the one catwalk. I'm kind of making a little bit of a railing here to look really nice. You can kind of see it over there finished. Piecing together some. This isn't going to stay here, or it might. I'm not sure yet. It might. I might have this just drop down and just have this be long, or I might put another catwalk here and just loop it all the way around. I haven't decided yet. But those are just kind of there for when I need to walk in through for construction purposes. A lot of these struts can be, or a lot of these support beams can be removed after the fact, but doing so removes the center part, so you can't really walk around underneath stuff very well. So it's a very plan ahead kind of thing. Mainly been using this big ramp and just moving it back whenever I need to add on another level. So I have some pictures of what it first started out. I didn't start taking pictures with screenshots until I kind of had a big box. So I have that, and then a couple of progress pictures throughout until kind of where we're at right now. But yeah, basically what I decided to do is I kind of had an idea of how high I wanted it to go, kind of what I wanted to do. I was thinking of in terms of layering it like a 3D printer, almost like. So I would start here, build everything out from top to bottom on this section, this first section here on both sides, and then move to the next section here. So I'd do the same thing here, repeat, and this would just all require building basically just a big grid of supports and then removing them as you go. But that ramp would be here and basically be moved back each section as we go, and we would just work our way back further and further and further until we got to this point right here. And I haven't decided it. I think I'm going to stay here for now and just kind of work on these side sections, get the interior finished before we keep adding on logs. Right now I've kind of cleared out this area. I've cut a lot of the stumps down, so you can't really see so much of just how much I've been removing. But if you know this area, it's right here on the GPS, so like the starting area or whatever, kind of just up here, and then smack dab in the middle there's a big open field to begin with. So I thought it would be a good place, nice open flat earth, to just build a giant structure. But it has been more of a mission of just getting these damn logs here from the closest spots I can find, really. I mean, it's just once we get the log sled, it's going to be really bitching, and then you can use a zip line, but the problem is I'm just pulling kind of in a big circumference around this, so having a stationary zip line only helps for a little bit, and then it's just doesn't help the progress. I just basically tell Calvin to get logs, bring them over here, and then I'll go and do about 5 trips in between his 1 log. So that's where I'm at with that. We got the roof, and ramp doesn't need to go up to the roof because I can just use the actual roof as a ramp. And we got this little lookout area right here that it kind of peaks at, and I'm gonna put some planks here. And because of the way that this siding stuff has worked, I don't know, it seems like that's intentional. Hopefully that changes, because it doesn't actually seal, and it causes like snow to get into here because it's not a fully enclosed wall. And maybe it's a glitch in the code, or because it's early access and they're still hammering it out and polishing it. But right now that is kind of how it just defaults, and it's nice because you have these little openings you can shoot arrows through, but I feel like that's not really going to be that crucial. I'm just going to have this big opening area here for attacks, and so I can come up here and defend myself, which this is a peaceful map, so there's no enemies on this because I just didn't want to be bothered constantly while building. But if we can use this structure, or this seed or whatever, with all the buildings and structures and stuff in a new game, and edit the settings so we can bring the enemies back, that would be fun. And just use this as kind of a base. It'd probably be interesting to see how fast it would be destroyed, but I just wanted to build something to see what it was like, and it has been very laborious, but it also looks really cool. I like how they have a lot of the building implemented, especially with like the strut system, that you can remove a lot of these support beams and not need it. You can use, I'm using these right here because I kind of have the fire down there. I'm not sure if I want to do like a kind of like a chimney kind of looking thing, so those are there for right now. But for the most part, it's really interesting because you kind of build from the ground up, and you really need to have the supports there everywhere for crazy structures to be made. So, for instance, you can't build out unless you have an existing support on the ground anchored to build from in the first place. Like, I couldn't start from the 3rd level up there and just build outwards. I would have to build supports from here and go up, and then build out, and then eventually remove the supports with, like, struts or whatever. But it really becomes a very tedious task, and it defeats the purpose of trying to do that, because the places that you would want to build an outreach on, like over a cliffside or something interesting like that, you can't really do without the supports there, and you can't get the supports up that high. It's right now it's not working. I would like to see some way to like kind of like glitch that, or build some like awning supports, kind of like, or like a coping support, I don't know, but that would be really cool. I think it would open up a lot of stuff, but right now it's very, very realistic, build from the ground up. If you have to remove like planks and stuff to place certain items again, if they got removed based on like where they are in support structures, it also kind of needs to be like make sense physically. Like for instance this, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but it adds to the realism. Basically, I'm trying to place this log, and I don't think I can until I move this other one, because it's already been placed and it's blocking my way. So now I can place it, and so that's kind of cool. Anyways, so that's what we got so far, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna just kind of keep working on this, kind of finish up the 2 wings, go from there, finish the interior, get some tables and all that good stuff laid out in there, and some decorations, some chests, some storage, all that good stuff. And we'll get another update on progress. Maybe it'll be finished, maybe we'll just have an update thing. But that's so far my Viking Lodge, Fort Stalingrad, Fort SharpenSkjall, whatever you want to call it. It's the dopeness. So anyways, that's gonna do it for this. I hope you like my Viking Lodge thing, and if you want to see more, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any tips on building, or if you think that it looks absolutely atrocious, let me know down in the comment section. And until next time, the deer said it best, sharp out, peace.